Hi everyone, I've got a little unboxing to do. I picked up this pile of video cards off Facebook yesterday, and well, the main reason I picked it up is because of this card, which interests me. I only had one sort of photo of it, so I wasn't really sure what I was getting myself into. I don't know what works and what doesn't, but I thought we would just go through them quickly. And then eventually I will test them. I might try and test them before I release this video, but for now I'm just going to unbox or take them out and have a look. I'm sorry, my lighting here is still pretty bad, so we'll have to see how we go. But I think there's about 26 cards in here. So let's kick it off. And I'll start with the first one, which is the reason I picked up the box. And for those of you that know, this is a rendition V1000. This is kind of like the first real 3D card, sort of similar, well, not as fast as a Voodoo one, but kind of in that space. So I've got a diamond version of the the V, I think it's 2100, but I did not have this one, and this is the reason that I have picked up this box. So this one's a Creative Labs. It looks in pretty good condition. As I said, the box is just thrown together, unfortunately, so I need to be careful with it, and I'll start putting everything in anti-static wrapping and stuff. But this one here, this is probably the one I'll test first. I'm really hoping this works. So that's a good looking card. Now I've just realized I don't have any space to put anything. So that's probably the most interesting card in the lot, I think. I haven't looked at everything. This is the next one that was on the top. Might zoom in a bit. This one interests me because the memory looks so weird. I've never seen anything. It almost looks like it's BGA, but I'm not sure what that is, unless it had some heat sinks on it and that's just some thermal compound, but it's like shiny. So yeah, it's weird. GeForce 2 MX400. So quite a nice little card, pretty dirty, but looks like, I wonder if there was some capacitors missing there. Can be hard to tell. Looks like maybe, but I suspect it'll still work. Not sure if that's been damaged. So that one I will test. From 2002. Yeah, so that's an interesting one. Oh yeah, you can see a bit of discoloration on the back, so it's obviously been well used. That's the problem with these passive cards. They get a bit toasty. All right, let's look at the next card. Oh, that's an Intel i740. Cool. Not what I expected. Looks a little beaten up, but not too bad. Oh, and then, okay, so it looks like the fan and heatsink, or heatsink is broken off on that. But that's cool. I think I only got one of these. But yeah, I think they're kind of cool, even though they're not very useful. An i740 is always nice to have. Trident, yes, well, this will be super fast in 3D. I don't actually have a Blade 3D. This is one of their later, probably latest, one of their later cards before they, I don't know if they got bought out or defunct. I know these were chipsets were pretty popular in laptops because they were quite low end cost. I don't know about the performance of this one. It's probably like a 99 or 2000 kind of era card. But yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that one at some point, so that's cool. This is another Trident, but this one is a bit older, a bit more interesting. So it is a Trident 89000C, so that's a pretty common VGA ISA sound card. Again, looks a little worse for wear, but I wouldn't be surprised if it works. it's probably half meg or 1 meg of RAM on it. Always nice to have ISA cards. They are definitely getting difficult to find and expensive. So that's a great one to have. All right, something a bit more modern. This looks like a Radeon 9600. That's cool. It looks in pretty good condition. I thought this must be one of the cheaper ones because it's got, I thought they had heat sinks on them, but maybe only the other, on the memory, but maybe only the other ones have it. And then it's got 256 meg marked on it. So that's cool. And then the memory, what's the, is that 5 nanosecond? I don't remember what that works out to be. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is like a light model or not. But a 9600 is always a nice card to have. I've actually got a 9600 XT that I picked up quite cheap off eBay, and it's got like a full big heatsink and everything, and that's a nice quick little card actually. Next one, S3 Trio 3D on board. I don't know much about this chipset. It looks like AGP2. I think it's the successor to the Verge. I don't know why they went back to the Trio name. When it says 3D, I'm sure it means really crappy 3D. But I don't know. I will definitely try it because yeah, some of these unknown chipsets that aren't that popular. Just curious to see where they're placed in the space. All right, here's another S3 card. Here we go. Here is a Verge DX on board. Actually, this is for like DOS and things like that. This is quite a nice little card. It's either going to have 2 meg or 4 meg of memory on board. That is definitely great for like an early Pentium if you're pairing it with a Voodoo 2 or a Voodoo 1 or something. So that's quite a nice little card. Next one. This looks like not a video card. Zoom out a bit. This looks like a blue box. Looks like a TV tuner card or a capture card. Pinnacle, yeah, so it's probably an AV capture card. It's got Firewire on it. Not really sure. Ooh, that doesn't look great, does it? That's weird. Yeah, not sure about that one. I'll be testing this one in a, well, actually I might clean it up before I do anything. So it's got an Intel chip on it, Philips, and a probably an FPGA or something like that to do hardware conversion or something. Yeah, no, I mean, it's cool, but not sure what I'll do with that. All right, this one says it's another S3 Verge. One of the few wrapped. Not sure why this one would be wrapped and some of the other ones weren't. Oh, yep. 4 meg S3 Verge DX. Cool. Looks in good condition. Looks in very good condition, actually. That's nice. As I said, these are great little 2D cards and DOS, very high DOS compatibility. So great for maybe even a 486. I've got that 486 motherboard with PCI that I want to set up, so that could be a very good card for that. All right, geez, lots of Verges. I'm never going to need another one. But this one's a diamond one. I really do like the way the diamonds look. Looks kind of like a Voodoo 1, but not useful. 83 megahertz. Oh, that says 83 megahertz. That one of them says 83 megahertz, and the others say 100. Why would they? Unless this one looks a little crooked. I wonder if the memory was upgraded after the fact. They were 2 meg or something, and it got upgraded to 4 meg. And then I assume that they would have put these ones look like the upgraded ones. I assume maybe that was actually done at the factory. That's weird. 4 meg, cool. Well, I will test that one too. All right, what have we got next? Sparkle, cheap. Oh, PCI, but that looks like it could be a TNT. TNT to M64. Yeah, that's cool, actually. The PCI versions of these cards are actually pretty hard to find now, and actually pretty good, perfect. Like you can actually run them on a Pentium 1, and they work really well. That's actually great. My first video card I ever purchased new was a PCI TNT2 for my Pentium 1. Definitely bottlenecked, but that's cool. No, I'm really happy about that. That's unexpected. I will definitely be testing that one. In fact, I'll probably test all of them, but that one I can see myself using. This looks like a bit of an interesting concoction, this next thing. So, another diamond. This looks like a TNT or TNT2. I've got a couple of these. They usually say if it's a V. Oh, okay. This one could be the V77U. This actually, I think, is a TNT2 Ultra. Huh. Geez, I've done quite well in this box of cards, to be honest. Yeah, I've got another one of these cards that's a TNT2 Ultra. The fan has also died. This is an interesting concoction, so I think that'll need some work. But if that works, the TNT2 Ultra is actually a pretty nice card. There's actually some better stuff here than I was expecting. I really only got it for the rendition card. So here's another more modern thing. AGP 4x, caps look okay. Passive called. Oh, that's a bit loose, maybe. $9600 SE. So this is the bad one. Yeah, my friend actually had a 9800 SE, and it was like worse than the 9600 Pro, I think. Dodgy. I really didn't like how they did the branding. This one looks like it is definitely well used. I'll test it, but not a card that I think I'll be using as a daily driver. All right. Well, we're getting there. There's actually more in here than I thought. Or more useful, more good ones in here than I thought. All right, let's have a look at this. Another AGP card. I feel like this is going to be like a GeForce 2 MX or something. Yep, GeForce 2 MX 400. Cool. 64 meg. Nice. I like them. They're useful. Don't know what the RAM runs at. Cool. But definitely happy to have another one of those. Here's a PCI Express card. This just looks like a low height cheapie. Maybe an 8400 or something. Let's have a look. I assume that means it's a 6200. And it's got the with memory. So that may actually not be, I mean, PCI Express, it's not great. It'd be better if it was AGP or PCI, but the 6200 was actually a pretty good base card. And it's passive. Cool. All right. I'm getting there, getting through it. I don't know what that is. It might be like an SIS or an S3 or something, or a 99. Yeah, probably. Might be AGP 4X. Don't know why it's got that little extra notch there. Probably is 4X. I don't know what that is. CM64S, but that looks too small to be a TNT2. I'll have to Google that one. It's probably the only one I'm not sure of what it is. Yeah, it's probably an S3 or a SIS or like a Savage 4 or something, maybe, because they had pretty small chips. Might Google that at the end. Here is a Matrox. Matrox Millennium. Matrox Millennium 1. So if it's 21, it's a Matrox Millennium 2. If it's 2064, it is a Matrox Millennium 1. But it's got the memory upgrade, which is nice. So it's probably 4 megabyte, or maybe, yeah, it looks like it was 2 meg, and then it's got another 2 meg. Great 2D card, not great for DOS. I've got a Matrox Millennium 2 in my Pentium 166 mmx or 200 mmx, and that's great for like Windows stuff. All right, this one, another more modern AGP 8X by the looks of it. This I'm assuming is a GeForce 6600 LE. To me means it is crap, but I don't know. But it does say 120. Yeah, that one actually might be quite a nice little card. It's got a, that's the PCI Express bridge chip. For some reason I thought the GeForce 6 series was the last AGP compatible, but I might be wrong. I assume it's a GeForce 6600. So that'll be quite nice if it works. I'm running out of space. Let me move this. All right, what have we got next? An SAS 6326. Yes, I know this chipset quite well. But this one looks like an AGP 1, AGP 2X with probably 4 meg of RAM. Yeah, not a very interesting card. My first non-3D card, well, it was kind of 3D, it was an SAS 6326 PCI 4 meg. I purchased it to upgrade my S3 Trio 2 meg, and was hoping to get some gaming performance out of it, and no, but look, quite good 2D quality, not a bad card, but not really that useful. I think later in its life they did release a OpenGL driver for it, which I'd love to test. All right, what's this? This looks pretty low end. TNT Vanta. Yes, I don't quite know why they had a Vanta and the M64. They were so similar. Vanta was even worse, compact. Maybe because they could run it at passively. I think they probably downclocked it. Anyway, that is not a very interesting card, that one. Totally, like, you know, for compared to if you had like an SAS, way better, but not something that you'd want to play 3D games on. NVIDIA 16 meg G4000 Pro. I don't know what that means. AGP card from the looks of it. G4000 Pro, 16 meg with TV out. Don't know what that is. A GeForce, maybe it's a GeForce. They did release a GeForce MX 4000, which was really a GeForce 2 MX, I think. I've actually got a PCI version of them, which is quite good for my older computers. Not sure exactly what that is. I'll have to do a bit of Googling or test that one. Still, always nice to have. Oh, this is missing some things here. Another 4 meg S3 Verge. Geez, I could start a museum of just Verges. That's quite a long card, but yep. Cool. Yeah, this looks like another TV tuner or AV video editing card. Looks a little newer than the other one. I don't know anything about these. And it probably requires some adapters, which I don't have. But looks cool, so might get some use. Oh, getting down to the end. I've only got a couple left, but a couple of these look fairly modern, actually. What is this? This looks like a nice card. Oh, TI 4200. Okay, well, that's a score. Is that cap bulging? A bit hard to tell. Maybe a little bit. But that, a GeForce 4200 is not a bad card to have, and it's the AGP 8X version. That's cool. With dual VGA out. That's a nice card. Cool. That one I'll have to definitely see if it is functional. All right, we've got two more cards. Both look fairly modern, actually. All right, Radeon. Ooh, it's got HDMI out, and it's AGP. That's cool. X1600 Pro. Oh, that's quite modern. That's probably the most modern one here. I don't think I've got one of these. I don't know how well they perform, but I'm assuming that's not a bad AGP card. And then it's got the bridge chip, so I assume it was a PCI Express card. 256 meg AGP. Yeah, I actually think that one's going to be quite a nice, if it works, it's quite a nice little card. And then we've got one last card, PCI Express, passively cooled. Don't know what it is. This is gigabyte, so that'll tell me. I assume it's got 512 meg of RAM, 7200 maybe? I'll have to Google that one. Yeah, in itself, probably not actually that interesting, but quite modern compared to everything else here. So, that is my box of gear. Yeah, sorry for the lighting, it's still pretty bad here. I've got lots of work to do on that. But yeah, some scores in there. The GeForce 4 and that TNT2 PCI I'm actually pretty happy about. And this X1600 should be nice, and that rendition is, I'm hoping that works. That's the important one. So yeah, I need to just do some testing.